I won't ride the wait. You fuck out my face.
Watch this. What it do, Jive Turkeys, and welcome back to The Controversy. I'm your host, Ian Elliott-Carter, and nostalgia's in the air. We are all bored at the house and just trying to find some content to inhale and consume into our bodies. And I decided, well, me and my friend, we decided we were gonna look at some stuff that we loved from back in the day, some nostalgia that our childhood just called our names, and we had to go back to it. Please welcome to The Controversy for the first time. We got RJ from Silver Sight. Welcome, RJ.
What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for having me.
I'm glad we finally got to do this, man. We've been talking back and forth for probably a little bit over a year now, and we finally made this happen.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
About time.
Yeah.
Thank the quarantine for finally bringing this collab to fruit.
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure. So we both have Disney Plus, and we both decided we're gonna probably do some more nostalgia type stuff. We're gonna review some movies that we saw on Disney Plus, and one of the suggestions that you brought up was a movie called Up, Up and Away.
Up and Away, classic.
So back in the day, man, this was one of your favorite movies, huh? This is one that you rewatched on the Disney Channel.
Definitely. Because there weren't so many black families on Disney, and then to have a DCOM at that, have a fully black cast, and have them, be successful and have superpowers. So for me as a kid, it just really resonated with me, and I loved Up and Away. Like if it was on TV, I was stopping what I was doing and watching it. Even if I was gaming, Up and Away is about to come on, so we about to pause this and watch Up and Away. What is that movie? It was Sky High before Sky High.
Absolutely. Ooh, good comparison, because I love Sky High too, by the way. But yeah,
if you don't love Sky High, we can't rock.
Absolutely, and Sky High actually still holds up. My son loves that movie.
It does. It holds up very well.
But I like, just like when I was a big fan of superheroes, and I was a big fan of black families as well. But I used to love Blank Man. I used to love Meteor Man. But it's crazy, like when they did portray us in superhero superhero movies, it was like jokey joke. It wasn't really serious like it is now with Black Panther and all the other stuff that were
jokey sidekicks, the comic relief.
So we would
somebody who looked like me as a superhero.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So it never was like as serious as like a Superman or a Batman back in the day. We were always just the punchline of a joke, it seemed like. And this movie I would put in that ranks too. It was like, we had Robert Townsend. He's one of the stars and the director, and props to Robert Townsend. He was a great director back in the day.
Oh, amazing.
Amazing director. So he actually was Meteor Man too. So I watched Meteor Man as a kid too, so I thought this was like something like in the same universe when I was a kid, but obviously it's not.
Low key, what if it is and they just never told us?
That would be dope, though.
It might be canon. It might be canon.
There was a lot of superheroes in this movie, so it might be.
Everybody. And they mentioned like Green Hornet and everything, so we don't know where it lies.
Absolutely. So as a kid, you said this was one of your favorite movies as a kid. It was mine too. I liked it. It was Disney Channel had a habit of re-showing the same movies back to back.
Same movie.
So it was a rewatchable movie. So now we are both, I believe I'm 30. How old are you? Are you 30 as well?
I'm 31.
31, a year older than me. Okay, so as a 31-year-old man watching this, how does it hold up to you?
It did not hold up very well. But I find that a lot of Disney Channel movies do not hold up as well as we'd hope they would hold up. I know as a kid I was watching it thinking it was so realistic, and I remember the part where his grandfather kind of like busted him about lying. And I remember as a kid like, well, how do you figure that out? And now as a 31-year-old man, I'm like, mad the rest of his family didn't figure out he was lying about having powers. Like, is everybody stupid? It didn't really hold up as well as I thought it did. The nostalgia was definitely there, which I feel like that's really all Disney Plus is right now until we get original content. So for the nostalgia purposes, it held up very well. But as a logical movie in terms of like script, dialogue, pacing, world building, it did not hold up very well. It was a lot of cringy moments. But I definitely see how as a kid I was like, oh man, this is amazing. He has superpowers. Look at those costumes. And after I'm like, did they get those costumes from Party City?
Oh, shoot! It looked like they hand stitched those. Some of the stuff in Party City looked a little bit better than that. Especially the mom's outfit. I was like, oh my goodness, what is this?
No, you remember the episode of SpongeBob where they all had powers, like the Super League of Acquaintances or something like that?
I remember that.
And SpongeBob was the speedster. It didn't the older brother looked like the speedster.
It's a good example right there. Yeah. And to give a little bit of backstory, if you've not seen Up and Away, quick little summary. Up and Away is about a family that has superpowers, and there's a bunch of people with superpowers in their universe. And when they hit a certain age, like 16, I believe it was it 16 or 13?
14.
14, yeah. That's when the powers start to come in, and his didn't come in. He was a little bit of a late bloomer, or he just didn't get them at all, and that's fine. But he lied just because he felt sorry. He felt bad. He didn't want to let his parents down because his parents are like some of the top tier superheroes in their universe. Yeah. And yeah, that's where that movie comes. And then they have some diabolical plan to mind wash all these parents and kids and stuff like that in the high school, which I found very corny. That was one of the corniest parts.
Under the guise of recycling.
Yeah. Very weird, man. I remember as a kid laughing a lot. I think I had 3 genuine laughs. I'll tell you mine and you tell me yours. Sherman Hemsley, which always funny. The guy from what's it called? The Jeffersons.
The Jeffersons, yeah.
He had me laugh one good time when he was about to go save the day and help his grandson. He was like, "You know who I am, woman?" And he tried to take his outfit off. And he just couldn't fly. He just couldn't get with it.
Yeah.
I genuinely busted out laughing. That was still funny to me. And there was one part with Robert Townsend was trying to genuinely find his son, like, because he pretended he flew away. And he's like, "Hey, look, it's a..." Oh, wait, that's a plane. Oh, that's a UFO. Yeah. That part had me laughing. And those are the only 2 right now I can remember. What parts did you genuinely just like, that was pretty good?
I don't know why I laughed at this when the mom was outside with the daughter. I don't know if she like burned some dolls or something like that, and she was like, just for that, no spinach ice cream or no broccoli dip or something. I'm like, what? How was that a punishment? Like as a 31-year-old man, I just found that funny that a kid would just be upset that they couldn't have spinach ice cream or something like that. And I want to say the part where at the end where after they had thwarted the bad guys with the soccer ball of all things.
Oh yeah.
That when the grandfather, Sherman Hemsley's character, bust through the door and was all ready for action, and everything was like over.
Just showed up straight up late, yeah.
Yeah, super late. Like, bro, we're already done.
That actually was a funny part. Now I think about it.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, it was really, really funny.
Can we talk about their weakness, which was tinfoil?
Yeah. That was interesting. It's weird because I forgot about that part, which is a major plot in the movie.
Yeah, I forgot about it too.
I forgot when the kid came in the room with the zucchini bread wrapped in foil, and they stopped, and I was like, "Are they about to jump my man's or something? Like, what's going on? Was he not supposed to come in through the back door? Like, I didn't know what was going on, and then I saw them burying the foil in a trash can 6 feet under. Dude, that was funny to me. That was funny.
I mean, coming from the point of view of the kid, he's just a friend coming over to see his friend and his family. They're all giving him this awkward look. I don't know how I'd react. Like, all right, well, I'm just not going to come over anymore if y'all going to keep looking at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, for real. And the superpower, not the superpower, but the weakness reminded me of like Keenan from All That when he was Super Dude. How he was lactose intolerant.
That was his weakness, lactose intolerance. Yeah, I forgot about that.
It just reminded me how silly the weakness was. It's tinfoil. My only weakness. They're in this cheap little tinfoil jail, all surrounded by it. And I was just like, this reminded me of like Super Dude when they just put milk in his face. I was like, oh god.
Milk. I mean, that was funny because at the end when the friends were going to save the parents, and they were like, "Oh, well, how are we gonna get past the cage?" And the guy was like, "It's aluminum foil." Like, long story. Like, who would have thought that would have been their weakness?
Absolutely. Well, here's a positive. My son, he is 8 years old right now, he loved it. He loved it. He's eating it up. Oh yeah, he's gonna rewatch it as much as we did. But I do predict when he's our age, maybe even younger, after watching a lot of MCU movies and a lot of DC movies, he's gonna be like,
Oh, yeah.
"What?
It's
The
not
quality
gonna
is just quality's terrible." But he thought it was funny. He liked it, and that's all that matters. I really got Disney Plus for him, and I agree with what you
Yeah.
said. They don't have a lot of original content. I think that's why they're failing a little bit. They got the Mandalorian, but they should at least have like a couple more stuff for us, especially in this binge culture. It's not going to survive on just nostalgia alone. So I agree with you when you said that.
It's not. Like I said, the Disney Plus right now is really for millennials who are looking to relive their nostalgia, and a lot of this stuff does not hold up well.
Right.
Like as we're talking about now, Up and Away is not holding up well. Like even with the trope of the cool tough tomboy who's in love with the main character secretly, it's just like none of this stuff. There's no layers to any of these Disney Channel movies, and it's funny. Like I said, as a 31-year-old man going back and watching it, you wonder like what kind of a mindset you were in as a child to just really. And it's funny because you look at things differently. Like I don't know if you noticed this, but everything that family ate was green.
I didn't notice
Like,
that. Good little detail.
Yeah, go look back. Everything they ate was green. Vegetables, juice, everything that they consumed in that house was green.
Didn't even notice that. Didn't even know.
Yeah.
I was focused on
Energy
other
ice
stuff.
cream, yeah.
That was dope though. Okay, I got
Yeah.
you. But yeah,
I don't know why.
I mean, paying attention to detail, that's what us nerds do. We do that.
Yeah, exactly. Movie nerds, yeah.
Well, shoot, man. Listen, do you guys remember Up and Away? Let us know in the comments. And if you've watched it recently, let us know. Does it hold up? If you got children, I do recommend this one. If you are an adult with no children, save your time. Watch something else. That's all I gotta say. Well, RJ, I appreciate you doing this, man. We gotta do another nostalgia one. We got a big list that we're talking about doing. Do you want to see us do? For sure. And if you got time, please follow the Silver Sight on all social media platforms. Where can they find you, brother?
You can find us at facebook.com/the Silver Sight. We're on Twitter at I am Silver Sight, and we're on Instagram also as well, and YouTube as the Silver Sight.
Absolutely. We're gonna do some more of these. I think we got holes on deck. What else would we got? There was another one we were talking about doing soon.
We just sent like a list of like 8 to 10 gotta be Disney Channel movies that we were thinking about reviewing together, from Dr. Dolittle, Brave Little Toaster, Atlantis.
Yep.
Everything, man, everything.
Absolutely, man. And then at the end of all these, Disney's going to sue us. It's all good though.
Right, demonetize.
Demonetize, but it'll be worth it. All right, man. Love, peace, and chicken grease. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and help keep a brother off the streets by giving me a like. Peace.